All right, everyone, gather round and let's dive into the puzzling story of the man in the iron mask. This tale has intrigued historians and storytellers for centuries, and today we're going to unravel some of its mysteries. Picture this. It's France in the 1600s, and King Louis XIV is showing off in his fancy palace. The grandeur of Versailles is unmatched, with its opulent halls and stunning gardens. But hidden away out of sight is a prisoner whose face is covered by an iron mask. This prisoner is kept in the darkest, most isolated cells, far from the eyes of the public. Who was this mysterious guy? What secrets was he hiding? The iron mask concealed not just his face, but his identity and his story. Get ready, because we're about to explore this historical mystery. Theories and speculations have swirled for years, each more fascinating than the last. This man in the iron mask, we're told, was locked up tight in some of the toughest prisons in France. His confinement was so strict that even the guards were sworn to secrecy. His name, a super secret, known only to a very few people. The mystery of his identity has led to countless stories and legends. Rumours about him spread all over Europe, leading to all sorts of wild guesses. From taverns to royal courts, everyone had their own theory. Was he a nobleman who messed up? Perhaps someone who had fallen out of favour with the king? An enemy of the king? Someone who posed a threat to the throne and had to be silenced? Or maybe, as some people thought, the king's secret twin brother? The idea of a hidden royal sibling has fueled imaginations for generations. Okay, let's talk about the interesting part, the guesses. This is where history meets mystery, and the theories are as fascinating as they are varied. Who the man in the iron mask was has been a big question for centuries. Scholars and enthusiasts alike have pored over ancient texts and documents trying to piece together the puzzle. Some historians think he was Eustache Dorger, a guy who worked for someone involved in a plot against the king. Dorger's mysterious background and sudden disappearance make him a prime candidate. Others think he was Ercole Antonio Mattioli, an Italian diplomat who made King Louis angry. Mattioli's betrayal and subsequent capture fit the profile of someone who would be hidden away. Seems Mattioli spilled some secrets he shouldn't have, and Louis wasn't exactly known for being nice. The king's wrath was legendary, and Mattioli paid the price. And then there's the really exciting guess, the one about the king's twin brother. This theory adds a layer of royal intrigue and drama to the story. This idea says the man in the iron mask was Louis XIV's twin, hidden away to avoid problems about who would be king. Imagine the chaos if the existence of a twin was revealed. And get this, even though he was kept alone, he had some nice things, not the usual stuff for regular prisoners. This suggests he was someone of importance, someone who needed to be kept comfortable despite his imprisonment. Now, to really get this iron mask mystery, we need to look at France in the 1600s. Louis XIV, the Sun King, was a tough ruler. He wasn't a very funny guy, especially about important stuff. His court was full of secrets and people trying to get ahead. Secrets were valuable, and friendships could change quickly. So, it's easy to see how someone, maybe even close to the king, could make him mad. The man in the iron mask shows how dangerous it was to upset a powerful king. Section 4, a right royal laugh, humorous, takes on a historical enigma. All this talk about secrets and masks can be a bit serious, right? But history isn't always doom and gloom, sometimes it's downright hilarious. So, let's have some fun with the sillier ideas about the man in the iron mask. Imagine the absurdity of some of these tales. One funny story says he was a real ladies' man who caught the eye of an important woman. Picture the scandal and the gossip that must have ensued. To avoid embarrassment, the king locked him up and covered his face. Can you imagine the lengths people would go to save face back then? And don't forget the famous book by Alexandre Dumas, where the man in the iron mask is the king's twin. Talk about a plot twist. Over the years, the mystery has inspired tons of books, movies, and even musicals. The legend has truly taken on a life of its own, captivating audiences for generations. So, while the true identity of the man in the iron mask remains a mystery, the stories and speculations continue to entertain and intrigue us. Section 5. The Mask Lives On. Pop culture's enduring fascination. Even now, hundreds of years later, people are still interested in the man in the iron mask. He's been in movies, books, and even video games. Leonardo DiCaprio played him in a movie in 1998. Though we're not sure a romantic American actor is what the French imagined. The man in the iron mask is more than just a guy in a mask. He's a symbol of mystery. He shows how much we love secrets and puzzles. So even though we may never know who he really was, his story is still exciting.